Alright, just got back from my recovery day. Went on the bike, went 11.28 miles in an hour and 5 minutes. Just really relaxed, recovered, listening to music. And as I was out today, I was thinking it's about time where I combine a lot of the training runs, because it's been a while since I've made a video and compiled a lot of stuff. It's just been building up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Alright, finished another run. This time was able to run faster on my loop than ever before. So I ran 12.01 miles in 1 hour 18 minutes and 57 seconds at 6:30 pace. So looks like did my first mile around 7-minute mile as a warm-up, and then I went into 400s. I was really excited to do this workout this week because I was looking at Inkenbrigtsen, or whatever, however you pronounce that guy's name, the guy that has all the European distance records for like mid-distance, like from like 2K up through like 8K or something. And he did an exercise that was 10 times 800 meters. And I was like, oh, that'd be a good workout. And I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I got little sleep. So I was able to get better sleep last night and then do that workout today. And it felt good. There was a track team over here at Shadow Ridge that was doing some training. So that was, I was like basically halfway through my workout by the time they showed up, but it worked out. Sometimes I couldn't stay in lane 1, but just probably got a little bit more distance. In fact, I did. Whenever I looked at my watch, it was like, so 10 times 800 meters would be around 5 miles, and I think I was at like 5.2 miles. So that's, kind of what we got. But I was able to hit my goal. My goal was to maintain 5-minute pace. So I didn't know if I could do it or not, especially because of like how long the workout was, right? Like we're doing a 1 mile warm up, then every 800 I run hard, I jog an 800. So that's an 11-mile day right there. So total of 11 miles with 5-minute intervals. I don't know, I felt like I could do it. That's why I was kind of excited to give it a try. But yeah, I was happy to see that's exactly what it was. The average was exactly 5-minute pace. So I feel like that was a good workout, and I really liked that one. It was challenging. I definitely felt fatigued in my legs like towards the end, but it was a good fatigue. So yeah, I just felt good. It's gonna be one of those maybe I bring out every now and again when I'm really feeling good, but I'll probably take it easy tomorrow and have a great day, because that was a good workout. I felt good about that. So strive for greatness, right? Trust the process and no days off. Alright, good morning. So getting in the track workout. This is the second day we've been in Lancaster. We had kind of a busy weekend. Kelsey had 3 weddings back to back to back, the last one being her cousin's. But we left around 10:30 or so, and then pulled into a hotel in like Beverly Hills, right next to the Los Angeles Temple, around 2:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. And there was the wedding, and I didn't actually get a run in on Saturday. We were just doing different things. Then on Sunday morning, I was able to come do a 10-mile loop here through Lancaster and Cordsale area, and I have a race for a Turkey Trot on Thursday. So today's Monday, November 21st, and I'm gonna hopefully throw in some quicker intervals. My goal is to do 5 flat pace for 6 1,000s. We'll see how that goes. I have access to a track over here. Hopefully the keys work and everything, but yeah, it should be a good one. It's a little bit higher altitude here, not too much higher, but I think it's around 1,500 in Mesa or in Surprise, Arizona, and then it's around 2,500, or like we're actually up a hill a little bit. Online it was saying it was around 3,000, so I don't know if that'll make a difference or not, but we'll give it a go. Alright, so had a couple of good sessions. My session yesterday where I ran those repeat thousands. Ran 6 of those at right around 5-minute pace. It was like 5:04 pace. But it was interesting when I looked at a review of my watch and on Strava, the actual track itself wasn't level. So they have what's called like the grade adjusted pace, and like that was saying it was a 4:59 pace. So I don't think I've ever ran on a track that wasn't level. So that was just kind of an interesting thing. You don't really tell. I think it's like a total of 10 feet, from one end of the track to the other. So you can't. It's not like obvious, but I think it does make a difference a little bit. I went out this morning. I ran the course that I'm going to be running for my Turkey Trot out here in Lancaster, California. I ran it the first time just like holding out my phone and like trying to like follow the path. So it was a little bit slower. I think it was like 24 minutes, and then came back to the car, put my phone away, and then like made a little like I wrote out by hand, just like left turn, right turn, left turn, just in case I needed it. I didn't think I would, but I did need it one time just to double check, because when you run through the neighborhood, and there was quite a bit of turns there, but I was able to run quicker on that second attempt doing it, just for fun. I think I was at like 6:30 pace, something like that, so it was like a 20:30 or something. But it seems like a pretty quick course. So there are some hills, some like sloping hills. But if I can get into like the vapor flies, and tomorrow will be a recovery day. Like today when I ran it, I just ran my repeat thousands yesterday. So I think I'll take it easy tomorrow, and then on Thursday, like should be able to run pretty good time. I think I'll be in the 16s, and I mean, you never know. You can't rule things out, but especially if I have competition, maybe we could drop it down into like low 16s, maybe even break 16. But who knows? We'll just kind of go day by day. And I did see that there was a Paradise Valley track meet that was opened up, so that'll be kind of fun. I think that's going to be more realistic to break 16. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that potentially on these hills, but you know, never want to like have a mindset going in that you can't do it. So we'll just have fun with it, right? Like I'll just go in and just kind of go as fast as I can and just have fun with it. When I was listening to my music, I made a mix yesterday made out of some old music that I used to listen to when I was really young, but kind of made an impression, so I haven't really forgotten. And like for me, I really like it. Some Metallica songs and Nirvana songs. But personally, I've never been a huge fan of actually like the singers of either of those bands. Like, I think it's fun at times, but generally, like I'd prefer like more of like a female voice vocal that can like hit the high notes, as opposed to just like screaming it out on the lower octaves. So I found some covers on YouTube, which turned out pretty good, and I just made a little like 5K soundtrack with a pace of 200 beats per minute. So I don't know if I'll actually like sustain that 200 beats per minute, but I think that'll be kind of a fun goal to shoot for. I have done this before. I did it one time where I did it actually at 210 just for fun, and I did pretty well with the race. So the emphasis of just being, you know, establishing a consistent stride frequency, and then as I feel good, you know, elongating that stride to run faster. It has been kind of cold here, so the last few times when I've gone out to run, it's been like 20 degrees, so or in the low 20s. So it's kind of been a little different. I think whenever I go out into my run on Thursday, I might have to like have layers, but then like have it so I can easily take off layers, and then I'll go back and pick up the different layers like gloves, jackets, beanies after the race. I think that would be a good plan. But yeah, I need to go back through and adjust my audio a little bit with those soundtracks with those songs, because there were some like additional like components for like 10 or 15 seconds where it was like not even like music, it was just like them saying to like subscribe and all this stuff, and like I don't think that'll be like the most motivating thing whenever I'm in the middle of a race, so I'll have to go back through and edit that. But feeling good, and yeah, just excited to have this week off. It's been nice. I haven't had this week off, but that's a new thing that the school district has done this year, so big fan. And that's my check-in for today. Alright, so came here, this is the day before Turkey Trot. I did 1 mile from the finish, going in like the course the opposite direction, and then like finished the last mile. That's something we used to do with Coach Condon, and I liked it. So just did that, and then I did dynamic like warm-up / like just movements in general, because I like wasn't really doing a workout really. So we did a bunch of like variety of things to warm up the hip muscles and the core. Finished with about 3 like build-ups, starting out like a jog into like a good pace run for like, you know, 50 meters, if that, maybe 40 meters. Feeling good, about to get some chocolate milk, and then let's see how it goes tomorrow.
for the time! Woo!
That's 16 minutes.
Alright, so just got done with my run. It was kind of a challenging... Henry, you gonna be part of this? Alright, it was kind of a challenging run. There were like long hills throughout the course. It started off pretty fast, like around a 5:05 clip on the first mile, and then just like kind of just went a lot slower. So was able to finish barely under 17 at like 16:59. But it was a good race. It reminds me that you can't really go off of times in cross country or like road races sometimes. But we'll see what I can do on the track. What do you think, Henry? How'd the race go? Like, what did you?
Won.
Yeah, I won. What are you feeling whenever I was running? Did you feel good for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see your dad winning. Then we're gonna have like an awards ceremony pretty soon. But yeah, it felt pretty good. Go back to the grind tomorrow. Probably get like a 10-miler in or something. All right.
See, younger than Justin.
30 to 39, we have Justin Royer.
And Peter.
40 to 49, we have Dan Silverman. Dan Silverman.
I want to be lifted up. I want a medal.
All right, 50 to 59.
Alright, so I finished a 12-mile run today. Felt pretty good. Yesterday I did a 12-mile where I went south on 50th in Lancaster, all the way up through like Quartz Hill area to Greg Anderson track or school. I don't know. There's a track there at the school. And when I got there, it was around 9 miles. Like it was like 4.5 miles or so. I think. All I remember is I like ran up there, did like around a 5K or a little bit more, and then flipped around on the track and then did the opposite, and then came back. So it was like a little over 12 miles, like 12.2 miles. And then today I did the opposite, where I went north on 50th, and I went to Apollo Park, and I got there and then did a lap and a half, and then just turned back around, and then did the opposite lap and a half, and then came back. So both of them are around like the similar type effort. I think it was like just under 7-minute mile pace yesterday, I think, and then just over 7-minute pace today.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell Dad where we are.
Great Wolf Lodge.
We're at Great Wolf Lodge. What are we
Wolf
doing?
Lodge.
Are we sitting in the room? How come we're not at the water park? What do we have to wait for? Do we have to wait for Dad to do his running vlog?
Yep.
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 Very important.
No, it's not.
First thing is first, the running vlog. No, okay. So, ran a 12-miler today, felt good. When I was running back, I was like, oh, this feels so good and so natural. It's like, oh, I was born in Scottsdale. It was just meant to be. Okay, then yesterday, ran a workout with Shadow Ridge. We ran, or was it yesterday? Or was that the day before? Let's see, today's Friday. So Wednesday ran that workout. So yesterday ran a 10-miler, just easy pace. Then Wednesday ran 16, just a minute. Wednesday ran 16 400s with the Shadow Ridge high schoolers. I ran in like lane 2 and 3 throughout the workout because they were going for like paces of like, they were shooting for 78 to 80, and then we were like getting like around 75 with each of them. And so I did that, and then we did 16 400s, and then and I just threw in an extra 1,000 at the end, and overall I was averaging around like a 4:58 per mile pace with everything, which isn't bad, but these are 400s, so it's kind of easier to maintain faster paces. It's much harder if you're doing repeat 800s or repeat 1000s, so it is what it is. Just wanted to get in that update now, before I get yelled at from my family.
Dad, stop making a video.
I have to pack
It's
up.
time for the real test of endurance. Can Justin do dad duty all day at the water park without quitting?
We will find out.
And I gotta make sure. And you better, or I'm gonna do that again.
You're gonna kick me?
It tastes like candy cane. She says, "There's too much hands in my face."
Just let her go. Feed her, just let her. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I know, puppy. We're gonna just watch her. We're just gonna see what she
Give her a minute.
Okay, sit back and let her have a minute. Okay, sit down. Sit down.
Sorry. Kids are trying to get out. There.
All right, guys, go sit on the couch because our special visitor is coming in. Okay, sit down. I need to tell you something about our special visitor, okay? And the thing is that I hope that it's okay with you guys. Like, hopefully when you see who it is, you'll be okay with it. But they actually have to live with us. So I know you're probably gonna have like a lot of feelings about somebody else living with us.
Live with us?
Yeah. So
For how
hopefully,
long?
well, for quite a while. Like maybe like 10, 15 years. So just wrap your brains around that. Okay, I know it's kind of a lot. Maybe like don't say anything to offend them. Like it's okay if you have some strong feelings.
Is it?
But when you see them,
Is it a grown up or is it a kid?
well, let me just bring them in, and hopefully it'll be okay with you. Okay, stay right here. I'm gonna get down, and we're gonna bring our special visitor in. Could you
Hold him.
Yeah.
Come here.
Here with your siblings.
It's gonna be here for a while. 10 to 15 years. That's a lot of years.
A lot of years.
More than I've been alive. Yeah.
You think the guest is Papa? Is that your guess? Alright, we'll see.
Is it okay if this visitor comes to live with us?
Yes. I really wanted a puppy.
What do you think?
What puppy is it?
So the name
It's
is
Autumn.
This is Autumn from the other
Autumn
house
was the
that we
one you
looked at.
guys said that you. Oh, she needs a minute. She's not. She's in a new place. She's never been outside of the other house. So let's give her a minute.
Whenever she bites too big, Mom.
You say, too hard, just like that. So now she's getting confused. She's like, I didn't even do it.
Sorry.
Did you see her say hi to the camera?
I think she likes the sniffs that she sniffed of the people.
Alright, so I just finished a workout here. Today is Wednesday, December 7th. It was a pretty good one. We did 16 times 300. We started out pretty average, moderate pace, and then just cranked it up. Like the last set of like 7 or 8 were like pretty good, and then I would say like for me like the last 6 to 7 were at like I'm not sure. Like I was consistently hitting around like 32-ish for the 200 meters. So yeah, it was a pretty good workout. Yesterday ran 10 miles just to get in some distance. Monday we did a track workout where we did, I think it was six 1000s, and the first 5 were at kind of like a relatively easy, like 5:30-ish pace, and then we essentially raced the last one. The coach had essentially given the green light, and me along with another high schooler kind of like took it out really fast. Like he actually was leading for most of it, and then I was able to pass him about what would that be, about 200 meters before the end, and so I finished my 1000 at 2:42, and then he was about 3 seconds behind me, so that was a pretty solid Monday, and then today a couple solid speed sessions for these old 35-year-old legs. So yeah, it's good to run with that group. Alright, so I just got back from my run. Haven't been out here for a while, but came here today, had a good run. Henry had a cross-country race this morning, and then he had his party, so I left after the party. I normally run really early in the morning, but we kind of needed to clean the house a little bit, so whenever I came out to my running clothes, Kelsey had a note saying, please help clean up and like change up the time of your run. So that's why it's out here. It's a little hotter than normal, but it's alright. It was a good run. I think this might have been the fastest I'd run on this 12-mile loop. It was 6:29 pace. Took me an hour 17 minutes. Let's see what, like I started out with about 7:28 pace, 7 minute, 6:57, then went down to 6:30, 6:40, and then coming back, it drops down once you get up to the mountain, and then come back. My mile 7 was 5:58, 6:10, 6:13, 6:13, 6:04, and then my last mile I pushed it was at 6:35. So or 5:35, sorry. So yeah, it was a good run. Time to get in some chocolate milks, maybe stretch a little bit, and then we'll have an easy day tomorrow. So just go out and do like a 11.5 mile bike loop. Very easy. So just training every day, getting faster a little bit every day.